Oh, whoa, hello. Oh, hey, did not see that. What is up? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I apologize. It cut out there for a brief moment, but welcome. Thanks for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. 100%. 100% do. So, all right. So, what is up, Skibbity Jacket, Sentinel Edits '09, and Zaga the Animator? What is up, guys? Well, it's kind of time for us to finally get down to the nail in the coffin here. Blueberry flavored blaster. Twincast. That's the character's name. However, I do agree with you. Blueberry flavored blaster. However, they make a black cherry cola version of Soundwave, and that one's pretty cool. What is up, Mid Art? Welcome back. Last time I saw you, I think we were unboxing. Oh, good night. It might have been the Friends coffee shop set. But anyways, welcome back. Welcome back. So, anyways, today we're going to be taking a look at this guy, and this guy was gifted to me last night. So, yeah, I don't know anything about this aside from the fact that it's kind of like a keychain kind of deal where it just flips the chest from no cog to cog prime, or it makes the swap from Orion Pax to Optimus Prime. I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, all this stuff right now, or at least this anyway. Definitely not that, but this for sure. This I do know happens to be on clearance, as is evident by the yellow sticker. But yep, gifts are always cool. Yep, and I do agree with you, Chonkatron Pax. I agree. So I ate too many Big Macs. You don't need to apologize for anything. You eat those Big Macs, man. You eat them. I don't care. But that does remind me, I need my little cutting tools, to which I realize I do not have. So if you'll give me just a brief second, I shall go grab my little opener tools, and we can get all of those guys out of their boxes. Alrighty. So that being said, did anybody catch the Super Bowl? I didn't end up watching it. The only thing I do know is that Kendrick completely dissed Drake extremely bad on that. Extremely bad there. I also know that he made massive reference to XXX being murdered by Drake. I don't know if you guys managed to catch that, but there's a lot of theory videos out there. It's insane to see some of these videos, and I would like everybody to not believe what they see on the internet first. So yeah, that goes like that, and then this is supposed to flip. Okay, this is not good. I would only throw. Hey, what's up? Brett is good. How you doing? How you doing? Um, got too soon because of school, but I will stay for as long as possible. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, Skippy Jacket. I do understand that. What's going on? Brett is good. That being said, where are you from? Where are you from? Brett is good. I got to remember exactly where you from. That being said, if you guys would like to drop the state that you live in and or the city of of said state that you live in, you can. Um, I will just put it this way: I live out here in Utah, where there's nothing but Mormons. So yeah. But anyways, so this little dude, honestly, for $3, I mean, what do you are you? I can't really complain terribly. I mean, it was gifted to me, and B, it was just one of those things where I just don't know. I just don't understand what the whole idea behind this is. Because even when this was at Walmart, like before we unboxed it and got it where it's at now, like I don't understand what the appeal of this is. The legs don't move, the arms only rotate up one direction. I mean, did you make this for a child? Like not even a child, like a 2-year-old? No, you can't even give it to somebody younger than 3 because it's a choking hazard. Apparently, this is a choking hazard. So, oh, that being said, before we continue on with this, I got to show you guys something. I'm actually kind of angry about this, so give me just a moment here. So, last night, in the middle of the night, y'all are really going to enjoy this. Yeah, anyways. No, this frustrated me. So in the middle of the night, by the way, this is my Blockbuster bag, but in the middle of the night, I have two shelves. If you guys have seen what my bedroom looks like, you guys know that I've got two shelves. I've got one where it's a clear plastic case, and the other one is just a regular old bookshelf I bought from a thrift store. Well, in the middle of the night, somebody came by in a truck, and this happened to my 2009 Optimus Prime. Yeah, I'm not happy. My 2009 Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime fell off of that shelf. I still can't find the other foot, by the way. It fell off the shelf and shattered. So, to the jackass who was rumbling by at about 3 o'clock in the morning in Spanish Fork, Utah, near Carl's Jr., you owe me a $150 Optimus Prime. No, he didn't run it over. He was driving by in a really loud, souped-up vehicle, and it shook my house so badly to the point where my shelf ended up moving. My bookshelf ended up moving. Optimus Prime was on top with Devastator, Jetfire, Sentinel Prime, The Fallen. Dude, I had everything set up properly in there, and this jackass just drove by at about 1 o'clock in the morning, rumbling by with his stuff, and completely knocked over half of my Transformers collection on my shelf. So yeah, I am pissed off. He doesn't have jet motors on that thing. He does not have jet motors. I can tell you that. It's not jet motors. What you saw were gas tanks. If you haven't actually done any of that, if you haven't actually figured out what, hold on here, why does he have the jet motor? If you're actually wondering what I'm speaking about there, Skibbity Jacket, you might want to go back to one of my really old videos, like back in 2016. I happened to come across that Optimus Prime in particularly for a very, very good deal. And when I say a very, very good deal, I mean like it was so cheap, it still fell under the $100 price tag for everything that I buy. I have only ever paid $100 for one figure, and one figure only. So, yeah. But same thing happened, but no damage. Yeah, so I'm beyond pissed that that happened to my Optimus Prime. So this does not even closely make up for that. Not even in the slightest does this piece of crap make up for that. Not as in somebody gifted this to me and that's not a good gift. I'm just saying it's a good gift. I'm just saying if I was to replace my Optimus Prime on my shelf, that's not even happen. Don't feel bad. I'm angry because that night I also did something else that was not really bright. That being said, I usually don't speak about this to people, but if you are having a bad day upstairs in your head, $100 goes bye-bye. Yeah, well no, that figure I did not pay $100 for. That figure I paid under $40 for that figure. So, but yeah. So, but no, I'm beyond pissed that it broke. Yeah, that's why I'm angry. I'm beyond pissed that it broke because that's not usually something that happens. And we all know that the 2009 range of figures definitely withstand the test of time. Because I still have the 09 Jetfire, I still have the 2011 Sentinel Prime. I still have got all of those. I just don't have very many of the original Dark of the Moon figures because, well, and take note, you guys can totally rip on me for getting rid of some of these figures, but I got rid of a bunch of them because of Studio Series. Like Studio Series has been like the biggest life-saving grace for the Transformers community. Like seriously, not only are we getting 3 different lines of Transformers currently of Studio Series alone, and then we get a subsidiary line that goes to every store regardless, you know. So yeah, I can definitely tell you it's interesting to see. What the? Oh, okay. What the heck is this? Oh, okay. I see what this does now. Sorry, I haven't played with stuff in a good minute, but there is a reason why Blaster is on this on the table here. There's a reason why he's on this table, and the reason he's on this table is because he earns a spot in this review. Because this guy is his lion. So, what's y'all's opinion on Age of the Prime's Voyager's reveal and the Hearts of Steel? Oh my gosh. Oh, that being said, see you later, Bread. I apologize. But Studios figures in my country is so expensive. I understand. They're starting to get really, really expensive here, too. How? What? My Studio Series Bumblebee has both doors missing and the backpack he has is also gone. Yeah, I know about that. Know about that issue. But what do you mean $600 for Studio Series figures, my man? I genuinely do not know what you mean. Please explain. Please explain your madness, sir. I know there are certain countries where things are expensive. I am aware of that. I am not dumb to the problems of the world. I am definitely not. But I definitely would like to know what you mean by $600. Oh, Indonesian currency. Okay. Well, that helps out a little bit. You're in Indonesian country. But no, that makes a little more sense. My apologies for your current struggles that you're dealing with this with. I I know the struggle of the fact that they're getting really expensive. Don't get me wrong, I definitely understand that. By the way, this little dude cost me about the same price of a deluxe. So, don't get me wrong, I definitely understand your pain. 100% totally understand your pain. So, like I was not happy to have paid almost $30 for this bastard here. So it is 3670 US is USD converted from Indo dollars. Okay, that helps because I don't know. I did not know the exchange rate. Thank you for helping me out there with that skibbity jacket. I truly appreciate that. The more, I'm willing to admit I did not know the exchange rate. However, $600 for a Studio Series figure. That's about okay. Converted that into USD. That's roughly what we're paying, provided you're not going to an average retailer. So, like, say for example, you're going to like GameStop, or you're going to maybe you're going to like a Comic-Con, or you're going to something like that. Dude, once again, Google is a great thing. However, I can't swap between this and Google. So, but anyways, but no, like that's about what we're paying for regular old deluxe classes. So, probably actually, I have one right here. So, for figures that are about this size, that's about what we're paying for. So, but take note, I do totally get that paying ridiculous amounts of money for Transformers is not exactly, is not a likable aspect to a lot of things. So I can totally understand that. That I get. So, all right, now I've gotta figure out how to put this guy back. So, but no, that's please you can totally totally say say if this is a bad thing for you guys. That's dog water right there. That's bad. That's horrible. By the way, nobody should ever be paying more than $100 for certain Studio Series figures. I totally agree with that. However, because certain things are now in place, there are things we can no longer get. There are things that we can no longer, manage to keep. So I'm not going to say why or what or who's behind it. I'm just going to leave it out there in the open. You guys can speculate for what you want. So that's me saying I'm not going political with this. So Hasbro Indo should chill with their prices. Well, you got to also understand a couple of things here with the country. Well, I don't know what the country of Indonesia's plastic usage is and the pollution rates that it gives. But from what I understand, the countries over there, and take note, you can totally tell me I'm talking shit out of my mouth. I'm on kind of on the hunt for some information a bit here because I genuinely have no idea what it's like to live in that country. I don't know. But at the same time, I also do know that there are certain things that are going on in other countries that are a slight playing factor to things. Like for example, bought you an 86 Prime for $136 last one on Amazon. Nice. I bought my Studio Series 86 Prime for retail at Target. So, but no, the plastic rate over there the usage of that stuff, from what I understand, it's not good. And I also understand from it being not good is that your guys' air pollution quality is why things are not being produced at on a higher mass produced scale. So yeah, no, I'm not surprised for that one though. For the $136 for Prime, because I'm gonna tell you right now, Zaga the Animator. By the way, that's USD. What he's speaking of the 86 Prime. That figure right now, if you want to buy it on the secondary markets right now, you're probably looking at paying over 150 to close to $200 for that figure. It is a very, very sought after figure right now because take note, next year is the 40th anniversary of Transformers the movie. So they gotta make sure that they get everything ready to go for that. Not to mention, because they're doing that one, they also wanted to keep it somewhat in scale with the core class Optimus Prime from the Kingdom line with that. But at the same time, they also wanted it to scale quite nicely with the next Gamer Edition figures, which is from Transformers Devastation. I will give my thoughts about that game in a little bit here, but so they're trying to make things scale properly, and it's not bad, but I don't like where it's headed. Things keep getting smaller and smaller and more expensive. So, yeah. But anyways, so about Transformers Devastation. I liked the game's story. I think it was a very well done game. I just did not appreciate the gameplay mechanics in certain aspects. Let me explain. Well, Devastation here is one of those games where you like, yeah, oh, it was a good game. I just didn't like the gameplay in certain aspects. Like there was a mission you had to do certain things. It was like Metal Gear, but Transformers thing. Yeah, that's kind of the way I feel like it. Like the developers of Metal Gear the Metal Gear games ended up making a Transformers game, and it was either going to turn out really well or it was going to turn out really bad. And fortunately, I think the reception to Transformers Devastation was pretty well. I mean, we wouldn't be getting toys of it right now if it obviously didn't make some sort of sales, and or get the Transformers brand out there. I personally think, and take note, you can totally tell me this is bad or a good or bad idea. I think if they were to have done a tie-in video game with this and released the trailer for the video game first, and then have that come out alongside the movie. So for everybody who is just now learning this, Transformers 1 was a horribly marketed movie. Now take note, it is not a bad movie. It is a very good movie. In fact, it plays a lot into certain aspects of the comic books. It plays aspects into certain toys. Like there's certain jokes and references. There's a lot of like there was a Stan Bush reference, a GoBots reference. There are loads of things that happened in that movie. Now, that movie did very well, not at the box office, but it did very well, I feel, in story. And if we're going to be honest, in spirit. Because that movie was almost doomed from the start. The movie, take note, I am not saying the movie itself was bad. I'm saying the movie here was amazing. I think it was a 100% amazing film. And if you guys don't have Paramount Plus, I highly suggest you get it because that's where you can watch it. It's amazing. Or if you can manage to get a copy, rent a copy. I don't know. That one guy on X was going crazy for marketing. Yeah, but no, there was only like there was like probably maybe 5 or 6 people total within the marketing team for Transformers 1. And what I did not appreciate about it was they just basically threw the actors and actresses, the voice actors and voice actresses, out of the booth and said, now go promote this. Here's a paycheck. Figure a way out to do that. So that's kind of the way I feel like they did with Transformers 1. Now, movie itself was amazing. The movie itself was amazing. Like seriously, origin story, before times, like the Great War before Optimus Prime and Megatron, the enslavement of the miners. Like, dude, that is really cool. Like I totally 100% loved the story. The story was amazing. What I did not appreciate about it was the fact that the movie had no marketing for it, and then for maybe 2 months total, there was marketing, and then it was like, oh, the movie's out, no big deal. All right, marketing over. Now we need to see if this is going to be a failure or a flop. And by box office standards, it's technically a flop. But for a fandomized community, it was amazing. So, yeah, that's about how it started. Was they literally had nothing, and then all of a sudden in the middle of nothing there was something. And it was the weirdest thing ever because the toys had been released. Like I had, and I don't know if you guys, I think you guys can go back in and check this. I had every single deluxe class before the mainstream YouTube channelers did. That's how bad it was. By the way, see you later, Skippy Jacket. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. You will be shouted out at the end of the video. You shall. So, but no, it was really, really frustrating because because they were literally just giving us products with no information on them, no information of a story. There was like hardly an semblance of a there was hardly an semblance of a marketing like plan. I feel like they kind of just jumped into it and then we're like, "Oh shit, we have no idea what we're doing." That's kind of the way I feel the way the marketing went for that movie. So take note, I do not hate the movie. It was wonderful. I think you guys definitely should go watch it because if you haven't, what are you doing on this planet? So, but anyways, we have unboxed the very first Studio Series Core Class cassette tape. So very pleased about that though. And from what I understand now is that with every deluxe class character, they're going to start releasing them with a core class character. I do believe that this is going to hike the price up a bit. I'm not thrilled about that either. Trust me, I definitely am not thrilled about that in the slightest, but it is going to be a frustrating time for a lot of people here and within like the next within the coming year and year and a half of Transformers like toys, it's going to be very, very difficult. And the reason I say that is because I am currently right now scraping the bottom of the barrel. I am scraping the bottom of the barrel for figures right now. Not as in like I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel for my in my wallet. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel as in there's hardly anything left. So like this is how bad this is going to be. I'm going to end up having to have two Transformer Studio Series Deluxe Class Perceptors. Why, you may ask? Well, because it comes with Ram Horn. The next re-release of Perceptor that they're going to do is going to be released with Ram Horn, which is another one for this guy, and Rat Bat, which is one of the final ones that you need for this guy. So, yeah. That being said, if anybody is wondering, yes, all of this stuff does work in Twincast. So you can totally take this, slide that over his hand, and now he's got the speaker cannon. So it basically just I think Skibbity Jacket said, blueberry flavored blaster. You know, that's pretty much what this guy is in truth, and he ain't lying. So. So keep it going for another 30 minutes and see how we do. See how we do. And that being said, if you do comment, if any of you guys are watching, if you do comment and interact with us within the stream, you do get shouted out at the end of the video. I go through my comments and I shout everybody out and whoever showed up. So if you guys would like to, totally check it out. I definitely do not shy away from conversation with people. So yeah. But no, from what I heard though about the Super Bowl, it was pretty good. Oh, what is up, Melissa Schrouder? Who is your favorite Studio Series 86 Dinobot? Well, I have all of them, so I mean, I personally have a soft spot for Swoop and for Snarl. Like I have a soft spot for those two. But I gotta say though, out of all of the ones that I have, I think my favorite is probably Grimlock, because he's just the most accurate G1 Grimlock I think I've ever come across, aside from coming across an actual G1 Grimlock. Like it's cartoon accurate. He comes with wheelie. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I also think it's another beautiful thing that re-releasing the Dinobots in Age of the Primes. They're going to be doing the G2 Dinobots, which is really confusing to me because right now we've had like 15 different versions of this guy here of Grimlock. We've had like 15 different versions of Grimlock, and we've already had a G2 version of Grimlock, but it was more like a concept one, so I'm not sure where that counts in everybody's book here, but that's where it was. So, but this but no, I think it's going to be really cool with what's going to come out with Age of the Primes. I think it's going to be really interesting. I'm really excited for it. The Voyager classes, to go back to an earlier question, I think Zaga the animator asked was what were my thoughts on the new Voyagers that they're about to re-release? Well, I personally I do like the fact that they are still continue. This is basically Legacy Wave 4, if I'm going to be honest with you. Because there's no because with everything that goes on in every single line, there's either going to be an exclusive or there's going to be a subsidiary and or like I said, exclusive figures. Like for example, Target has the exclusive two packs that you could buy. The what is it? The childhood trauma two packs, and before that they had the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, and before that they had what was it? They had they had specific Studio Series figures that you could buy there. So I'm saying, there's loads of things that could go on there, but it's one of those things where um criminy, I just lost my train of thought. You ever have that problem? But but no, that's where things are gonna be. And like I said earlier in the live stream as well. Oh, hold on. I also have all five. Snarl is my personal favorite. I have a soft spot for him, and I have a soft spot for Swoop because I personally, those two figures, I found them right away. Like right away. There was no waiting. There was no, I had to wait weeks upon weeks upon weeks. The second they announced that Studio Series 86 swoop, I was like, boom, I found it right at Target. And I was like, I had to get that one. And the same thing goes for Snarl. I found that guy at Walmart right as it was coming out too. So like they make the announcement maybe like 2, 3 weeks later, I found him at Walmart and Target. However, I must say the most pain in the ass one I've ever had though to deal with was this one. Studio Series Rise of the Beast Scourge was a pain in the ass to get a hold of. Now, why are you saying this? Why are you using such profanity to describe just a toy? Well, I'm using this profanity because it was the stupidest things that kept coming along with this figure. Take note, I traded a bunch of G1, a couple, well, maybe not a bunch of G1, but I traded a couple of G1 figures for a brand new Studio Series Rise of the Beast collection. So basically, this was right as Bumblebee was coming out. We had Scourge that came out. We also had Cheetor, Battle Trap. They were releasing the core class RC. So yeah, I was very excited to go get those. However, any freaking time I went to go see if I could find a Scourge, and by the way, I went to like 7 different stores in 3 days. Every single day, went to 7 different stores. And I could not find him for the life of me. So, my buddy at the time tells me, you know what, I'm just going to order him from Amazon. This is getting ridiculous. So, he orders it from Amazon, and Amazon took their sweet time shipping it because we were expecting it to show up within a week. It didn't show up for 2 months. And it was the stupidest little things because Amazon would be like, well, it's on its way, this is here, it's there, this is there, it's in Taiwan, it's in China, it's in Cambodia, now it's in Vietnam. Dude, it was ridiculous the level of travel those things went to. And then we ended up canceling our Amazon order and ordered them from, I think it was Big Bad Toy Store? No, not Big, no. It was Entertainment Earth. That's where we ordered them from. We ordered them from Entertainment Earth, and they didn't show up. And so we canceled the order. They never refunded us a bunch of the money. We got on the phone with them. They were not happy with us. They were not happy to deal with us at all. I was very upset because I think we paid close to like $200 for them, for both of them, because we had to get 2 of them. We ended up getting 2 of these guys. But the moral of the story is there's always a better plan. You just have no idea where it's at yet. Because Amazon has been a lifesaver for a lot of things that I've had to purchase within this wonderful community I deal with. And it frustrates me because everybody says, "Oh, you should try this toy store, this toy store." I have never been more disappointed with fan stores. Okay? And take note, I used to run one myself. And I'm not going to make the mention here because I still hated doing it. Alright, not correction. I didn't hate doing what I did, but I still hate how I parted ways with the company. So, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that being said, if you can't find this guy anywhere else, get him on Amazon. Amazon's best. And take note, nobody's paying me to say that. Like, no one is paying me to say any of the things I'm saying in this stream. So yeah, these guys this is just my passion and hobby. So, yeah. But, that being said, if you guys would like to see this passion and hobby continue, I need you guys to subscribe. Because Only if you subscribe can we can truly continue to expand the army. But anyways, that's when you're like, is there a beating heart in your hand? So, anyways. So, yeah. So there will be a video coming out probably Friday for Steeljaw, and there will probably be a short about this dude probably within like the next week or so. And then I got to work on getting the next figure because I had to actually cancel one of the figures that I was going to have I had planned for the channel. For those of you who caught the last live stream, I told everybody that I managed to acquire a Transformers The Last Knight Steelbane. Well, the seller basically was trying to take my money and not ship the product. Because it had been over a week and a half and nothing had been shipped. So I messaged him. I said, "Hey, it's been a while since I purchased this. I was just wondering if you were planning on shipping it." Well, the dude basically just told me, "I'll have it shipped out today. That is not a problem. It is going to be there. I promise, I promise, I promise." Well, Monday was a holiday, as you all know. At least in the United States, it was a holiday. For those of you who do not know, criminy. It's February... Criminy. I think it was February 14th. Yeah, February 14th. That Monday, the Monday this week. How long have you been collecting? Sorry if I'm asking a lot of questions. Hey, ask away. I love answering questions. That's basically what the whole thing of unbox and chill is for. Because we unbox and we chill out with questions. We ask away. Don't worry about it. I've actually been collecting since I was 6. My very first Transformers figure. Actually, I actually have the updated version of that figure. So give me just a second here. In fact, I will never forget this Christmas. Okay, you guys are gonna get a kick out of this story, and especially you, Melissa Strouder. By the way, I totally. So, take note. I was a young lad of about 5 years old. Take note. I was sick a lot as a child. I really was. There was no way around it, and I'm still sick as an adult, but at the very least, I don't give two shits anymore that I'm sick as an adult because once you become an adult, you stop caring if you're sick. Unfortunately, that's just what happens. You just stop caring if you feel like crap, and you just basically push it down and make it through your day. But I was a young little chap of about 5 years old. I had turned 6 that weekend. I was so excited because I was able to watch like older kids' TV shows because my dad at the time, take note, my parents split when I was very young. So for those people who come from split homes, I totally understand your pain. I totally get it. And take note, a lot of things I've had to go through in life in order to get to where I'm at now with the peace that I have with the people that I've got and the family that I choose to keep. So what I have right now, I choose not to deal with choose not to deal with childhood trauma, all like that. But I was 6 years old. It was Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve 2005. Christmas Eve 2005. We had just gotten done at one of my uncle's houses. He was basically the maintenance man for a lot of houses that this guy was renting, and he was doing very well for himself at the time. And we were at this house of his. At least I think it was his. I'm not 100% certain if it was his house or not. But Christmas Eve, right? We all have dinner. We're all kind of just chilling. I'm not feeling great. I'm like fighting back, throwing up. I am like trying my hardest not to screw things up because it's Christmas Eve and I don't want people to be upset that I'm sick. So I just kind of like I did it as a kid, shoved it down, was swallowing my puke, was doing what I could to make sure that nobody would have to notice that I wasn't feeling good. So it comes time for everybody to open their presents. It's, it's after dinner, time to open your presents, man. Time to open your presents. It's amazing. Well, my very first thing that I opened up was a Transformers Cybertron Cannonball. Cannonball was my very first Transformer. So yeah, I'm gonna throw a little bit of an age card out there. I'm old or older, getting older. I'm not quite to a point where I'm, where I'm not quite to a point where I'm going to be, like, oh yeah, age sucks. Don't get older, kids. Stay young forever. I don't care. I already know that with wisdom comes age, and you have to be old enough to understand that things are going to suck and things are going to be regular life. So, but my very first Transformer was a 2005 Transformer Cybertron Cannonball. So, to answer your question, Melissa Schroeder, that is since I was 6, and my very first Transformer was Cannonball. So yeah. Alrighty. Well, that being said, I think we're going to end the stream this evening. End of this stream specifically because, well, I could see people are starting to wind down. They need to go get kids ready for bed. Things need to go. They got school tomorrow, so I totally get that. So, anyways, we are going to end the stream tonight, and we are going to make a massive special shout out to Skibbity Jacket, Sentinel Edits, Zaga the Animator, Mid Art, Bread is Good. Hang on here. Who else we got? And I think Melissa Schroeder is the last one we're going to shout out from the comments section. And now we are going to shout out a couple of our OGs to the channel. We have 10 regular OGs, but we've got a few more that we usually throw in. So please do not forget to check out Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick with a Y, iStar552, Bravely GG, Take Along Productions, Riveted Rail Fan, Riveted Reviews, Lemon Lime Productions, Kitten Cat 999, big fan Poon Transformers fan. I think that's what he is, but I just call him Transformers fan. I don't know if that is the deal, but that's what we're gonna call him. Don't forget to subscribe to him, and please do not forget to check out The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, and New York Toy Hunters. They've all done some amazing work, have helped me out in the past, and just are very nice people to deal with. So, anyways, that is it for this evening. And just as I always say, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Good night.